Life demands much of us. It inspires questions. Questions like, why am I here? What is the purpose of this struggle? How are babies made? There are people and places on this planet that provide the opportunity to find those answers. And the realization that it's not about finding the answers at all. Sometimes it's about the journey you take to get there.
I am just on the way to the Victoria Airport. Gonna pick up Colin from Trail Trash ADV. He is coming out for about a month. We are gonna ride every single day. We got a photo and video shoot for Joe Rocket Speed and Strength planned as well. I think we're gonna have more fun than work on this trip. Can't wait to see him. Take those crummy sunglasses off.
Oh, wow, I feel happier already.
It feels so good.
This video is brought to you by Flying Eyes Optics. These feel so good thanks to their thin and flexible stems. But don't believe us? Order one of their try-on kits and feel the difference for yourself. Follow the link in the description and use code RaggedRoads10 for 10% off your purchase. My name is Colin McCachran. I'm an advanced care paramedic and the videographer for Ragged Roads Moto.
Man, that's so good.
What'd you find?
That's a thimbleberry, right?
That's a thimbleberry.
That's my second time having one.
When I flew to Vancouver Island this summer to visit with John and ride motorcycles, he had the great idea of sending us on a trip mostly off-road from Port Renfrew, British Columbia to Tofino, which was both the literal and hypothetical end of the road. Unbeknownst to me, it would be my last time visiting Vancouver Island, as somebody had other plans in the works, and I was lied to about some things. John has told me that there are no mosquitoes on Vancouver Island. None at all. And here I am in my tent. Because we were getting eaten alive, I was lied to. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in you, John.
All right. No mosquitoes on the island.
That is bullshit. I've determined that is a bold-faced lie. The great thing about always having the camera rolling is that you always have incriminating evidence of your friends. Being from Nova Scotia, I didn't find the mosquitoes to be all that bad, honestly. Thankfully, a wind picked up and we were able to enjoy some time by the campfire as I was told about the gnarly next day that awaited us. Overnight, I had my bear deterrents on full display.
Colin's just telling me about his bear deterrent overnight. Can you explain more, Colin?
Yeah, so it's something I do with my breathing while I'm sleeping. It's just this terrifying noise to bears. Though sometimes it does stop your friends from being able to enjoy a peaceful night's rest. But ultimately, I guess what I'm trying to say here, John, is you're welcome.
He fucking snored all night. All fucking night. So Colin's just starting up the big hill. The last time I was up here, it was gnarly. Tons of baby head rocks, lots of washouts. I was with two other riders and both of them dropped their bikes on the way up. But we'll see how Colin does. It should be no problem, but it's still pretty loose and slippery. chalked up that hill is the crux of the whole trip. There was no ruts, there was no washouts. It was easy going.
I am underwhelmed, John.
Sorry. We'll find some harder stuff.
I'll take the underwhelmment for the fact that the bike is still upright.
We continued our journey towards Tofino uneventfully, with 2 more stops to be made. The first, West Coast salty buns for the best burrito of my entire life, and the second to Virgin Falls, where John promised to explain how babies are made.
Hey, we're here at West Coast Salty Buns. This is Brandon, the owner. We got some burritos coming up. These burritos make Brandon's arms look tiny. I'm stoked. I missed this. Look at this burrito. Go for it. Start walking. Yeah.
There's a bunch of nudists over in the corner there, so yeah. Just try not to catch a wang.
Upon arriving at Virgin Falls, a number of things became apparent to me. The first was that we had stumbled upon something called the Rainbow Full Moon Festival. I still don't understand what it is. The second, there were a number of practical nudists on site, and I still don't understand what that means. After talking to those of the Rainbow Full Moon Festival and the practical nudists, I am still confused as to how babies are made. But the fourth and most important realization is that Virgin Falls is a deeply spiritual place. With these new realizations in mind, we departed Virgin Falls and the Full Moon Festival in search of the end of our journey.
We made it to the end of the road and past the end of the road because the end of the road is back there and we are on a dock over the ocean. So there you go. How do you feel about making it past the end of the road?
This is very far from home. This is the opposite end of Canada and the very end of the west coast. So it feels good. It feels kind of homey, which is interesting. But it's a totally different vibe than home at the same time. Kind of like a California in Canada kind of vibe.
There's a certain sadness when trips like this come to an end. But oddly enough, with every door that closes, another one opens.
We decided on a route home and we're like, you know what? I've had 4 big days of riding. Let's take the shortest, most direct way home.
And here we are on the top of a mountain.
Yep. His fault.
After this trip, I decided on my own route home. I returned to Nova Scotia, sold all my belongings, and hopped on a plane to Port Renfrew, British Columbia. My new home.